I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. This is Dr. Berg's electrolyte powder. And I've got a picture of the supplement facts panel that you can see on camera there. And I want you to just have a look at this and just give me your thoughts. What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? And why would you continue to use the one that you've made over that?
Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So first off the bat, it contains calcium.
Okay. So magnesium depletion.
So magnesium depletion. And yes, the magnesium is higher.
Yeah. But how much is there in the terms of the ratio and weight of calcium magnesium?
So the magnesium is 120 milligrams, which is a good serving to the 75. So at least Dr. Berg or whoever has formulated this, I don't know if Dr. Berg has formulated himself.
Neither do I.
But it's at least they've got the right idea with the higher magnesium, which is fantastic. But I do believe that if we are consuming even a standard diet, that there's no requirement for that additional calcium. I wouldn't consume this already. And again, there are requirements for calcium.
Yeah.
I add calcium to one of my products, and there's a reason for this, and we can get into this as we go. But in regards to an electrolyte formula, I don't believe that should be in there. We've got 1,000 milligrams of potassium, which is fantastic, but we only have 40 milligrams of sodium.
So if you saw 1,000 milligrams of potassium, what number or range of numbers would you like to see on the sodium?
So again, think of ratio. These numbers don't really mean an awful lot.
It's the relative numbers.
It's the relative numbers.
Yeah.
So for me, what I'd like to see is closer to a 1-to-1 ratio. I wouldn't even be concerned if the potassium was higher in this.
Yeah.
And look, this is also important to remember. Earlier in the conversation, you heard me mention that potassium is higher in nature. So why don't we have this 4-to-1 ratio in electrolytes? And it's to do with how the potassium is used in the body, is to do with reabsorption and many other factors. I'm not against higher potassium, but I believe for general activities throughout the day that the ratio is going to be better at a close to 1-to-1 ratio. I'm not even against higher sodium, but again, I do believe that a 2-to-1 ratio of sodium to potassium is probably the limit. You don't want to go below this. So with 1,000 milligrams of sodium, I'd like to see a minimum of 500 milligrams of potassium.
Okay. That's quite a distance then out of what your ideal ratio would be.
It is. The cells use more potassium, so we do need that. Potassium is incredibly important. So what I'd suggest for health and well-being generally, a 1-to-1 ratio from a supplement form. If we're looking at athletic performance, then you can predominate the sodium.
Yeah.
But not by an excessive amount. Again, sodium is reabsorbed at a higher ratio than potassium. So yes, we may require more if we're running or if we are performing high intensity workouts and we're sweating. But that ratio from being 10-to-2 on this or 1,000 milligrams to 200, I believe that's a bit excessive in regards to that ratio. Now the potassium on this, 1,000 milligrams, fantastic. But the sodium 40, personally is too low for me.
Okay.
Way too low. So the ratios are not quite right there. So they do have the magnesium citrate, which is fantastic. So that's brilliant. Lemonade flavor. So, I don't know. That seems artificial to me. I don't know. Lemonade, I don't think exists in nature. Yes, it may come from lemons, but then it should just be lemon flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know is the answer to that.
Sure.
But,
that's fair.
Raspberry flavor, it could come from raspberries. So you can take natural raspberry flavor. So that could be okay. And stevia. Stevia, in my opinion, is one of the better sweeteners. It is natural.
Yeah.
It comes from the stevia plant.
So stevia is an actual plant.
Yeah.
And it's called the stevia plant.
It is a longer term, and I can never remember.
Okay.
But in effect, it's a stevia plant.
Okay.
And the Reb version, which is, again, there's 3 or 4 different versions of this. Okay. So they've used Reb A, I think there's B and C. Okay. All of these have different intensities of sweetness.
Right.
Ranging from 100 times sweeter than sugar to 1,000, I think.
Okay.
And don't quote me on the range, but there are different degrees of sweetness.
Yeah.
What we tend to find is the States need more sweetener and the UK likes less. So the tastes are very different. People. But stevia is good, in my opinion. There are reasons not to consume stevia.
Yeah.
But for the masses, in regards to the supplementation of electrolytes, this is one of the better ones. And the reason I say this, so I make an unflavored version. The unflavored is not very palatable.
Okay.
And it's not palatable because it contains astaxanthin. Astaxanthin has a distinctive taste. It comes from nature, but it tastes, it has a fishy smell, a fishy taste. It tastes incredibly salty, which you'd expect from, an electrolyte. Electrolytes are meant to be salty, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you buy an electrolyte on Amazon, for example, don't leave a review saying it tastes salty. Well, what did you expect?
Buying salt.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to taste like?
But it's stevia is one of the better ones, in my opinion. Erythritol would be another, but the reason that you don't put erythritol into something like this is the volume of erythritol would make the volume of the product bigger.
Okay.
Which means that it involves a bigger scoop, which now means that it's more expensive. And now you pay in, a lot more for a product. Now a product this big needs to be this big to fit the volume of erythritol in it. So this is why companies use stevia. This is why I preference stevia. There are others like glycerol.
Yeah.
But then there are ones that we want to avoid.
Yeah.
Things like, aspartame, sucralose, the fake sweeteners, if you like, and there's lots of research in regards to why we shouldn't consume these. I won't bore you with that now. But overall, yeah, I'm impressed with this one. I wish that it didn't contain calcium.
Sure.
And I wish that the sodium were higher. But all in all, as an electrolyte, Dr. Berg's it's a good electrolyte.